Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Now today we're going to be looking at a TikTok account. Now usually when I'm looking at TikTok accounts, I'm either roasting them or criticizing them or something like that. Well, today we're not going to be doing that. Today I'm looking at a TikTok account called Baby Dumpling because I think that there's a dark side to this TikTok account that nobody realizes. Now, since most of you probably don't even know who this is, let me introduce you to her. Baby Dumpling is a TikToker with over 1 million followers who posts videos of her eating different meals. However, her videos gained a ton of popularity simply based on the fact that she was eating just huge amounts of food for her meals. I'm just going to show you an example and, just kind of stay tuned because it is a long video and you'll see it's kind of shocking how much she's apparently eating.
Dad Panda Express. All mine. 2 bigger plates. 2 orders of chow mein. Orange chicken. Fried rice. Honey walnut shrimp. Coca-Cola. 2 veggie spring rolls. 2 chicken egg rolls. Another bigger plate. Kung Pao chicken. Black pepper Angus steak. With white rice and more chow mein. More. Eggplant tofu. Broccoli beef. 2 fortune cookies.
So that clip was alarmingly long, and that entire clip was her just eating various different items off the menu of Panda Express. Now, I'm just gonna say it, that isn't possible. You can't eat that much food. Like, I'm not a doctor or anything, I don't have credentials to prove that statement, but dude, I'm just telling you, I've had Panda Express. Even recently, I had Panda Express like 2 weeks ago. I get 1 plate and I am completely full for the rest of the night. She listed, and I'm gonna go back and count to make sure that I'm right. Okay, I rewatched the TikTok and listed everything she said that she's eaten, not including the Coke drink and the 2 fortune cookies. She apparently ate 16 different items from Panda Express. That's not possible. In one sitting, I don't think that it's possible to eat that much food. So with that all being said, I think there are a couple of possibilities as to what is actually going on here. So I'm going to label my predictions/theories as to what I think's happening from most likely to least likely. Okay, so my first theory and what I think is the most likely thing that's happening here is that she's only taken 1 scoop of each meal, eating it on camera, and then that's it. She doesn't actually finish them or anything. Because if you look in the video, it doesn't really show any empty boxes or, there's no proof necessarily that she's finished all this food. So my guess as to what is honestly happening here is she's taking 1 bite of her food and then that's it. That's all she records, and she's making it seem like she's had this entire amount. I would say that I'm probably 85% sure that is honestly what's happening here, but yeah, that's just my first theory. Second theory, and this one's probably less believable, is that she's ordered all of this food and is having it at different times, and that entire video that we just watched was actually recorded over the span of a week and wasn't actually done in one sitting as the video was made to make it seem like it was. The thing that's keeping me from believing this is the fact that she looks literally the exact same in all of the shots. Same shirt, same hair, same makeup. Like, it really does seem like it's all one sitting. Theory number 3 is pretty believable. It's basically that she puts the food in her mouth with a fork, chews it a little bit, then just spits it out. So it basically just seems like she was eating it because, well, where'd the food go? Now, the rest of these theories are partially not even mine. There's some people that are theorizing this in her comment section, so I'm kind of just echoing what they're saying. Now, I gotta say, it's very hard for me to believe these ones just because, they seem a little bit too elaborate. They kind of seem, like I said at the beginning of the video, a little, conspiratorial. But this next theory is basically that she is eating all of this food, just, swallowing it for the video, and then afterwards she's throwing it all up. Because I don't know if you guys can tell, but the girl behind this account, the Baby Dumpling girl, she's not even that fat. And I'm not even trying to, comment on her weight or anything. I'm just saying, when you're eating that much, I'm just going to assume that you're, fat. And she doesn't look very fat, so that's surprising. Now, I know some of you guys are going to say, oh, fast metabolism. I don't care who you are. You can't metabolize a week's worth of food that's being eaten in 1 meal. It's just not humanly possible. So the theory that she has an ED or, she's just eating all this food and then throwing it up and just, just eating it for the camera, it's possible. I just don't think that she cares that much about her account account to be basically throwing away her health and, you know, part of her livelihood just for the content and the attention. It is possible. I personally don't believe it though. But yeah, that theory is basically that she is eating all this food and then she's throwing it up. Now, this next theory, I'm gonna go out and just say publicly that I don't believe this whatsoever. And if this turns out to be what's actually happening, I don't know, I'll eat an AirPod on camera. But this next theory is basically that there's like a team behind this account that's basically forcing her to eat all of this stuff, or that there's like, you know, these shadow people, perhaps a manager or some sort of figure that's either pressuring or forcing her in some capacity to just eat these large amounts of food that I don't even think are possible to really eat without kind of, you know, throwing up at a certain point. And all of this, of course, done for money, fame, and clout, all that sort of stuff. So there are several reasons why I don't think this is true, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are like, okay, that's a stretch. I agree, it is a stretch. Well, I'm not going to sit here and say that I think that it's impossible. I'm going to say that I don't believe that that's what's happening. And there are, like I said, a couple reasons why I think that's not true. The first being that it's just too elaborate. Like, dude, do you seriously think that there's going to be a group of, like, I don't know, 10 different men in a room with this girl eating Panda Express, like, I don't know, possibly pointing a gun at her or something, being like, finish the chow mein? I don't know. I think that that just doesn't sound believable. That sounds like a movie, you know? That doesn't sound like a real thing that's happening. Listen, I know that the real world, there's a lot of bad and dark things that happen, and that I might be dismissing a very sad truth that is happening, but the thing that doesn't really add up here is if she really was being, like, tortured or something, which I doubt is happening, don't you think that she would maybe, like, try to say something about it? Like, I'm sure the natural response to my point there would be that, oh no, they have total control over her social media accounts, but then at that point, you've basically described this as, like, a Class A hostage situation, where she's totally being silenced. Like, dude, that's like some John Wick level, like, elaborate scheming. I don't believe that for a second. There's also other videos where she's talking and stuff, and yeah, dude, she seems fine.
Hyper-oxygenated vodka with water, so it's supposed to be super smooth and easy to take down, and I'm awful at taking shots, so I thought it'd be fun if I had my roommates blindfold me to see if I can guess the difference between Dirty Devil vodka, Grey Goose, and Tito's.
Yeah, so she seems completely fine. And also in that video, look, dude, she seems skinny. Not even just, like, average size. She seems skinny. So my final theory is that in the food eating videos, she probably just chews it for a little bit and spits it out. That's probably all there is to it. I also want to note that there were people in her comments section basically saying what I'm saying, which is that it's weird that she was eating all this food and not getting fat. You know, people would reasonably comment that on her video, but those comments would get replies saying stuff like, well, her body is none of your business, or who cares what size she is, or some stuff. It's like, bro, people are allowed to leave a comment when they see something strange happening. When people see somebody shoveling food into their mouth, basically, and not getting fat, you're allowed to be like, well, why are you not getting fat? I don't think that's a very mean thing to comment, dude. Anyways, though, all conspiracy theories aside, all hate comments aside, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are at all new to the channel. Comment down popcorn if you made it to the end of the video, and I'll try to heart your comment. Big thanks to all my channel members. As always, you guys rock. Follow my social medias and join the Discord server. Links are all down below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.